everybody, I'm Kason Knight over at iSolid's 3D Printing, and I wanted to announce today a new multi-jet fusion material that we're adding to our library. And in order to do that, I want to give a little bit of context about the process, and in particular the processing stations that HP has generated to allow us to use these powder-based materials. I could go on for a whole topic about that, so I won't get into the specifics, but behind me you can see what the processing stations look like. They're a really, really great system that allows us to keep all the material mixed and contained, and so that allows the powder condition to be really good, but also very user-friendly as well. So the reason I mention that context is each material generally wants to have its own processing station. There are some materials that you can purge and load up, but that requires some extra time and material, so there's a major benefit to having its own processing station per material. Okay, so first of all, we are proud to offer 6 different multi-jet fusion materials, which is a lot of material diversity for this particular technology. And I'll talk about each one very briefly and some of the benefits that each one has. Behind me is the PA12, or the standard most common nylon material, which is kind of the gold standard. The reason it's the gold standard is because it has a lot of really good, well-balanced mechanical properties. It's extremely cost-effective, and it also has good temperature resistance. So it's just really good for a lot of general use applications. Now, if we kind of turn just a little bit, you'll see our HP 580, which is the full-color machine. It also is a standard PA12, but we consider it a different material because it is, we call it the HP PA12 full color. It's slightly different chemistry, but allows us to have that full color capabilities. And we're going to take a quick snippet as we jump across the other shop, and we'll show you the rest of the materials over there. All right, so now here we are on the post-processing side of the shop, and we have, first and foremost on the back end, that is our TPA. That is a flexible material that we really, really like because it has a great ability to be vapor smooth, and its flexibility allows it to work really well with seals and grommets and gaskets and those types of things. Also works really well in aerospace applications where you want a lot of ductility and impact resistance, such as landing gears and those types of things. So really like that material, very unique. I think there's only 3 or 4 major suppliers across the US that run that. I could talk about that for a long period of time, but I'm gonna jump into the next one, which is PA12W. Again, it's also a nylon material, but the W stands for white. This is a brand new material. It's only been out for about 2 to 3 months from HP. It is really great because it produces a bright white finished color rather than the standard gray, which often gets dyed black. Point being is that bright white base is great for medical applications, and it opens up the door to be dyed any sort of custom color. Now, if we're going to kind of transition a little bit to the other side, and we'll talk about the 5th material, which is PA12 glass bead, or PA12GB. This is, again, a PA12 polyamide base, but it has glass beads, which give it a higher structural rigidity, which is phenomenal for applications. Again, in the aerospace is one that's good, where you want that lightweight frame, like on a UAV or a drone, and you still get that rigidity you need to have structural stability. Last but not least, the newest one we're adding is PA11. This is a polyamide, but the reason we're adding it is 2 major benefits that we like are the environmental aspects. It's a little bit better for the environment, and it also provides a little bit more ductility over the existing PA12, which makes it great for medical applications where you want that ductility, you want that resistance, and it's really good for the environment along the way. We're excited about these 6 materials that we already offer. Because we have dedicated processing stations, we can offer it at a really valuable rate, and we have more materials coming. Stay tuned for those. Thanks again. I hope you have a great Friday. Thank you.